few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Showing off the arms. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Manning. Still looking on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws they usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
To the 15, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Nicholas. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Pulls it in. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll take it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Breaks into the open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And off from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the grab. It's Knight. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job on the base defense making a play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. defense has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. On the ground, it's Harden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nelson. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nicholas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Second down, he'll throw it. Wide out, trying to get it in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quarterback keeper. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads it downfield. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. Can we do running clock in the second half?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back has it. Got a little space. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Complete to the right.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only... He's into the open down the middle. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just how you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
Clear! Timber! Bang! Highland! Gorilla!
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever been a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. This is a design run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Touchdown Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Buys a little time with his feet. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Working that left side now. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the...
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a first down.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Continuing to churn and moving forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to run.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Steps away to find some room. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Got a man. It's McCutcheon. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
21. Texas.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They want to run this quarterback. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough done today.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. It's Manning. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know